Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video would all be about deeply customizing your Mac and making it unique and truly yours. I've got 27 awesome ways of doing so. Now without any further ado, let's get right into the video. First off, let's start with the basics. We'll go into more advanced and cool stuff in a bit. Go into settings, appearance. Here you can change your appearance color, your accent color, your highlight color, and your sidebar icon size. Appearance, you can choose between light and dark. Accent color is basically your theme color. Highlight color is the color of highlighted text, as you can see here. And the sidebar icon size is of course your sidebar icon size over here. Now scrolling down a bit, you can find the wallpaper section. Here you can change your wallpaper. You can even get a folder of photos and rotate through them, like over here. They should change every 5 seconds. Moving up a bit into the control center tab, over here you can choose which icons you want to see in your menu bar. So for example, I can disable my Wi-Fi icon here, and you can scroll down a bit for more advanced settings, like showing your battery percentage over here in the menu bar. Moving down a bit into the screensaver section, here you can change your screensaver and change different screensaver options. So for example, you can have a gold drift screensaver, or you can have a spectrum drift screensaver. Now onto the last basic setting, Touch ID and password. Here, of course, is where you change your password and Touch ID and manage their permissions. Now that we're done with the basics, it's now time to dive into some intermediate settings. First of all, let's move into the desktop and dock section. Here we have lots of settings. We can change the dock size, as you can see down there. You can add magnification to it, so if you hover your cursor over it, the icons will get bigger. Or you can just turn it off if you want. You can select the dock position on screen if you want it on like the right or left side. And you can select your window minimization effect. So right now by default they have this cool genie effect, but you can change it to scale. But just keep the genie, it's cool. And you can also make it so that if you click on the title bar, if you double click on it, it's gonna minimize it instead of like zooming on it. Or you can just disable it here. And if you don't like how when you minimize apps it comes over here, you can just turn this on so it goes onto the app. And you can do it so that it automatically hides the dock. And you can also remove the recent applications over here, so there's no recent applications. Now scroll down. Here you can enable the Stage Manager. And for those who don't know, it's basically like a Windows managing system. I mean, not the operating system Windows, like your tabs, like tabs managing system. And wait, let me open something. Yeah, and it allows you to like quickly switch between stuff and like multitask over here. And if you like it, you can turn it on. But I just prefer like swiping through apps. I think it's just like better. Yeah, but if you like it, you can turn it on over here. And here you can change your default web browser. Now into the battery section. Here you can turn on low power mode. Low power mode basically saves your battery by reducing background tasks, by using less resources, and by limiting CPU speed, and also by reducing your screen brightness. So unless if you really need to save your battery, don't turn this on. It's gonna make your Mac slower. And over here in options, you can enable if you want your Mac to sleep when there is nothing running, so you can enable it here. And you can over here you can choose if you want your Mac to receive like messages, to receive updates even when it's closed, like even if it's sleeping. So you can enable it here. Now into the passwords tab. Here you can look at all of your saved passwords, and if you go into options, here you can enable if you want to autofill your passwords on websites. A few tabs down, go into trackpad. Here you can change your mouse sensitivity speed, and of course you can select all the amazing trackpad gestures that you want. But because there's way too much trackpad gestures, I won't go all over them, but you should. Who knows, you might find like a really useful gesture that you never knew existed. Now if you swipe from the right of your trackpad to the left, the notification center should open. If it didn't, you should enable it in gestures. Over here, it's really useful. Anyways, here is where your notifications will pop up. And you can scroll down here into edit widgets, and you can add anything you want. So for example, if I want like a calendar, I can add one here and I can customize it and move it around. I've also heard that on the new macOS update you can drag your widgets on your desktop, which is really cool. So if you have it, you should go try it out. And for the last intermediate settings, go into your launchpad or press command space and search for stickies. If you never knew, this is how you get like these sticky notes on your desktops. Go ahead and open it, and over here you can go to file, new note, and you can change its color, you can add text, you can change its font size, you can change its font, you can do anything you want with it. And you can add like your reminders, your homework here, anything you like. So yeah, have fun customizing your stickies. Now it's time to talk about the most complex settings to customize your Mac and really set it apart and make it stand out from average Macs. First off, I'll show you one of my personal favorites. Scroll up into lock screen. Here, turn on show message when locked. Click on set. Here you can enter a custom message and it will appear on your lock screen. So for example, you can do "this is my Mac" or something like that. As you can see, it's on your lock screen over here. Or you can just go with the classic "why are you on my Mac" or something like that. This is really funny because when somebody tries to open your Mac, they're gonna see this. Now go into your control center tab. Scroll down and click on clock options. Here, you'll be able to customize the clock on your menu bar, which is right here. You can play with the options until you get something that you like. Now I'm gonna show you a really fun one. Do you like it how when you move your cursor into the bottom right corner, your quick notes would appear? Well, you can actually customize it and add more corners to your Mac. Go into desktop and dock, scroll down and click on hot corners. Here, you can select which applications you want to activate when sliding your cursor into a corner. So for example, I can open my Launchpad when my cursor is in the top right corner. But if you dislike this feature because you might accidentally slide your cursor into a corner, you can press any of the shortcut keys, which are Shift, Command, Option, and Control, and you can select the option with it. So right now I'm pressing Command, right now I'm pressing nothing, right now I'm pressing Shift. So now the shortcut would only activate when my mouse is in the top right corner and I'm pressing the Command key. Pretty cool. You should try it out yourself. Moving down into the keyboard section. If you click on keyboard shortcuts, here you'll be able to customize and manage your shortcuts. So for example, if you want to change your spotlight shortcut, right now it's command space. You can double click on this and input any keys you want. So for example, I can make it a command J. So now when I press command J, the spotlight would open, but I'm just gonna reset it. So yeah, you can play with it. You can customize your shortcuts. Now search for login items and click on it. Over here, you might have a list of apps that would open every time you finish restarting your computer. So if you want to disable it, you click on it and you click on this minus button. But some apps might still open after they restart, so you should try looking in that specific app's settings. Yeah. And over here, you can manage which apps you want to run in the background. Go into the displays tab over here. Here, you'll be able to change your resolution based on your preferences, but I don't recommend doing this. It might mess up some apps because it's not very usual to have these scaled screen resolutions. Now I'm gonna show you a really useful setting that all Mac users should use. Open up Finder and open a random folder. Go into View and click on Show Path Bar over here. Now you'll be able to see the full path of your folder. It's extremely useful to know exactly where your folder is located, and most importantly, it allows instant access to folders that you usually don't know how to get into. For example, I can instantly go into my users folder, or I can just go into my folder, and yeah, it just makes your life easier. While we're still in the Finder, go up into View and click on Customize Toolbar. Here, you'll be able to customize your toolbar based on your likings. You can drag in icons and stuff. Now that we're done with Finder, select your desktop and right click on it. Click on Show View Options. Here, you'll be able to customize how your icons look on your desktop. So for example, I can make the icon size bigger, I can make the text size bigger, and yeah. Have you ever wondered how I got these cool custom folder icons? Well, it's actually not that hard. All you have to do is to get an image of the icon you want. I recommend searching up Mac folder icon or anything like that, and make sure to download it. Now right click on your folder and select Get Info. Now click on this icon over here and make sure it's highlighted. Now drag your image onto this. This is how you get your custom folder. If you don't like it or want to change it, you can just select it, drag the new image in, or just delete it to revert to its original icon. Now for the last setting in this video, I will show you how I got this amazing custom colored mouse and which colors I use to it. So go into Settings, Accessibility, and Display. Here you can invert your display colors if you want. And now scroll down. Here you can change your pointer size, of course. And now for the outline, I use this cool pinkish color. If you want this, you can just copy my RGB and my hex color value, and this is my green. Well, thank you so much for watching till the end, and I hope that you learned something new today. Have a nice day. Oh yeah, and about the future of this channel, I will be trying my best to upload at least once per week, even though I have all this school stuff and assignments going on currently. So yeah, I'll try my best to upload new content for you guys. See ya!